Hi everyone! In this video, we are going to talk to you about another aspect of AI, namely self-driving cars. Self-driving cars are on roads around us today, depending on what city you're in. In some cities, you can see them on the road. Some cars are driven by humans and have self-driving features like the Teslas. And you can also see experimental self-driving cars in news. In this particular slide, you can see a picture of a self-driving car prototype from Google, another one from a company called Waymo. You also see pictures of the kind of things that self-driving cars have to do in order to drive without human assistance. Self-driving cars use lots and lots of different types of AI, and in this video, we're going to try to give you a bit of a feel for the types of AIs that are used inside self-driving cars and why the car needs them. The first and most obvious thing you can think about self-driving cars is the ability to detect objects. There are so many objects in the vicinity of a car, like other cars, pedestrians, someone on a bike, traffic signs, traffic lights that can change colors, and things like that. In order to be self-driving, a car has to be able to take pictures of its environment or videos of its environment, and then try to figure out what's going on in its environment and be able to respond appropriately. The other type of AI that can occur in a self-driving car is navigation. When your car is on the freeway, it has to figure out the right speed to drive. It should not run into the car in front of it, neither should it be so slow that the car behind it might get blocked or might hit it. Within a freeway, there are multiple lanes, and you might find that you need to change lanes. The car has to make sure that you can do that without running into any other car and also be able to change speed appropriately. If the car is getting on the freeway or getting off the freeway, then it needs to adjust the speed, get into the right lane, etc. As you can see, there are lots of things that are going on there. Another cool thing to think about is that self-driving vehicles are not just for cars on Earth. For example, when you send a vehicle to another planet like Mars, and it's so far away that humans on Earth cannot keep telling the vehicle exactly what to do, a self-driving feature becomes very important. Another example is a battlefield where you don't really want humans to go and be unsafe. There are many uses of these self-driving car technologies. Let's think about some issues with the self-driving cars that are around us. One question I would have is, can a self-driving car get lost? It's possible that it could get lost, or to get stuck in a driveway, or accidentally turn into a street and find that it's not a street and just an alley. Another interesting question would be, if a self-driving car gets a speeding ticket, whose fault is it? A human could argue that they didn't decide to increase the speed of the car, and hence they are not responsible. You'll find that self-driving cars that are out there right now will not increase the speed unless the human approves. For more serious things like a car hitting somebody, whose fault is it? There are many questions like this that can come up when you're dealing with a self-driving car. Thank you.